Hello and welcome back to the Nine Sports Podcast. My name is Kathleen and I host the weekly soccer edition of our show. I wanted to apologize in advance. We did have a few audio issues with this episode, but I have done my best to minimize those and I promise that the interview is worth it. I have a very special treat for you today, a phenomenal journalist, fashion icon, and my friend, Thom. Here's my interview with him.
Hey guys.
How are you?
I'm good. Monday, but we're gonna move past it.
Perfect. I love the coordination.
Right? It's I really like that shirt. I should tell you that if you go to shadesofbluenw.com, you can purchase this from Olive in York.
Yes, also model.
Yeah.
I forgot that in your intro.
I mean, you did say fashion icon, so I figure that just kind of goes, hand in hand.
Yeah. Well, introduce yourself briefly. I didn't give a whole lot of details about you.
So my name is Thom, affectionately known on the internet as Thom Bomb. I'm one of the founding members of the Shades of Blue podcast, which is now the Shades of Blue Network, because we have branched out. We have other podcasts that we do. We actually have an Arsenal podcast on our network, y'all. Believe it or not, a bunch of city.
Notably not blue.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
We have a wrestling podcast, and we also have the 12, the WSL podcast that you should be listening to. I also do work with Shea Butter FC covering Kansas City Current. You can check out their feed and their Instagram page and find me all over there.
And we were at the Current this weekend together.
We were.
Quite an accomplishment over there by Tomo Schwinga, who just kind of reintroduced herself to the league.
I literally had to ask her, the fact that, first of all, full disclosure, in the press conference, she was asked how many hat tricks that she had scored in her career, to which she responded, I don't know, I've kind of lost track, but this is my first one in NWSL, so it's my first one. Just a humble legend. Just my God.
It's so funny too, because she probably legitimately can't count that high. None of us probably can.
No, it's amazing to watch her play footy. I don't know other. She is truly a force of nature. I know that, because I asked her if she was going to if she announced herself for the Golden Boot race, and her two-mate, gregarious and boisterous Michelle Cooper said, hold on, let me answer that for you. Yes. Next question.
We love Coop.
Yes.
She was our consensus for a couple of awards on your show last year, right?
Oh, for certain. Breakout player of the year, most improved player of the year. I feel like she has really, I'll put it this way. I think that based off of this last international window, she played herself onto the plane to Brazil. Based off of her current form. I get that she's not maybe as devastatingly fast as Emma Sears, but she reads the game a little bit better, and she has gotten so much better at crossing the ball, and just kind of picking out exactly where in the box that she wants to put it. Are people always there when she puts it there? No. But where she places it is where it's supposed to go.
Yes.
I think that she's just gonna become a star in this league if she decides to stay. And I believe, didn't they just extend her?
I believe.
Yeah, it seems like she is gonna stay in Kansas City for a while. I don't necessarily now, if she were to go over to a European league. I think that they would do the same thing about that they did with Alyssa Thompson. And yes, we know Alyssa Thompson is fast, but Michelle Cooper is not necessarily that fast. But she was like, they would be like, oh, she's such a pacey winger. You like that, right? You like that.
I did. Yeah.
But I don't. I don't think that. I think that she knows that her game is here, and I think that she's gonna thrive here.
Well, and she's so strong and tough, and I think that was one of the things we talked about, especially at the end of last season, right before her injury. But she will just throw herself out there.
She, to me, not necessarily on the current, because I definitely think that there are players on the current that have a higher one. But I think that of the players that Emma has called in recently, she might have the highest X dog. For those listening at home, that's X capital DAUG. And is it a quantifiable stat? No. Do I know it when I see it? Absolutely.
I honestly feel like Emma would also really appreciate that stat.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that that's one of the reasons why she's on the plane to Brazil.
Yeah. I mean, even if we just learned that Emma is a Hello Kitty gal.
Hey, I mean, Hello Kitty is popular to people around the world of all ages. My aunt, who's about to turn 75 this year, is a big Hello Kitty fan. So
that's incredible.
Who am I to judge?
As you mentioned, WSL is kind of your bag over at Shades of Blue. Tell me what's going on over there. I've been teasing for a couple of weeks that I was going to try to get you on the show.
Oh, I don't know if you can see my nails. I got a nice little manicure. It's the
fashion icon.
It's sky blue with some gold glitter. Yes, because we are celebrating. What are we celebrating? The first WSL championship in a decade for Manchester City. First of all, I have to confess. I will confess, and those of you who have heard my shows before know this. I was not a big fan of last season's managers. Managers being Gareth Taylor and Nick Cushing. I have not been a fan of Gareth Taylor since the founding of Shades of Blue. And he was still the coach. So when he was fired, I did a dance. I played a little video clip with the islands. I was dancing. My co-hosts were like, "What is happening right now?" So yes. And then we had Spin the Block dude, Nick Cushing, which it has warmed my heart that that team has come back down to earth, because he was getting way too much credit for Abby Smith bailing his ass out, and I couldn't hold on to it anymore. So when we were in the market for a manager, having seen him in action, having had the opportunity to ask him more than one question in person, knowing the type of answers that he gave to the questions that I asked, I said that there is only one person that I want to take this job, and that person is one Seb Hines. And when they announced Andre Yeglerts as the coach, I put on social media, well, this is a very odd way to spell Seb Hines. I don't think that that's the correct spelling at all. I don't agree with that.
Pretty easy name to spell. I'm not sure how you did that wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So I said to all of my co-hosts, all 6 of them on both shows, I am not calling that man anything but not Seb Hines, because that's what he is. He's not Seb Hines. And until he can prove to me that he can put hardware into the trophy cabinet, he's going to continue to be not Seb Hines. And this was especially prescient in March when we had the League Cup and we lost the semifinal to Chelsea. And I said, okay, he only got 3 shots. Only 3. He lost 1. He burned 1. So he better be on it on the other ones. Now, granted, based off of league form, having not lost since for the first match of the season until the second time that they played Arsenal away, they did not lose a league match. Not one. I believe it was like 10 straight or something. It was like 12, 13 straight. Something ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
So once Man City won that trophy, I was obligated to call him by his name because there's now a trophy in the trophy cabinet for Manchester City Women's Football Club. And so that man is Andre Yeglers. And I will say, and I said it on, I'll say it on your show, if he finds a way to also win the FA Cup against Brighton, I will have to just call him Andre Yeglers, because he won 2. Not just 1, but 2. So I got to put double respect on his name. So, although I have to say, like, I know this is, like, it's a great bit, right? But you do really get the sense amongst the players, like, as you, like, hear their interviews, that there seems to be, like, a lightness in the locker room, and maybe that's just because of, like, the freedom of play that it was allowed. Like, I do believe that Gareth Taylor can be a good tactician at times. And you have to stick with his plan exactly all of the time. One of the things that used to drive, well, 2 of the things that used to drive me crazy about Gareth Taylor was that, 1, he would spend the first 10 minutes of the match at the highest part of whatever stadium they were at in order to get a view, right? So, like, there were times...
Layla's going to join us briefly.
Oh, hi, beautiful.
She has a lot of thoughts about soccer.
Of course she does. She probably has a lot of thoughts about Man City not re-signing Bunny Shaw, because I do too. But we'll get to that.
For sure.
So he would go to the highest point in the stadium and just watch the match. And then when he would come back down from the stadium, you could hear, like, there are some WSL venues that are smaller, where it was maybe not as populated, and it was very easy for a mic to pick up on his directions of, Lauren, move higher, Lauren, wider, or just you could hear his voice, and it's like, this is very unsettling. I don't love this. Like, I don't watch this to hear. I don't watch women's soccer to hear men yell. Just not a thing I want to do. Not for me. So, one of the things that the players have also talked about has been a lot of, okay, like, we have a lot more freedom within our roles, like, to, like, okay, I see this space, I'm going to attack this space. Like, I see this challenge, I'm going to attack this challenge. Like, I see a potential for a diagonal, I'm going to hit this diagonal. Like, the amount of freedom with which he allows the team to play, like, I think is really been able to accentuate all of the talent that is on Man City squad. Like, obviously we're talking about arguably the best striker in the world, or the best striker in Europe, in Bunny Shaw. Like, you have somebody that talented. You have, like, Hempo, who has had at least 100 caps for the Lionesses. Caroline, who's been an NWSL MVP, is fixture on the Brazilian national team. Mary Fowler, who we know is talented and just came back. Like, I've never seen somebody come back from an ACL as fast as that. Like, that's been insane to see. So you have all of the, and then you have the WSL's all-time leading goal scorer in Viv Miedema, like, and that's been really cool to, like, watch her progress from being a striker to becoming a 10. And I think it was 433 that did like a 10-minute series, and it was with Bunny and Viv talking about like the kinds of freedoms that they had under this manager, and like what their connection was on the pitch, and like what the types of things that they were looking for, and like how Viv knew from like, I know from leading the line, like this is kind of how I like it. That stated like Bunny's gonna like this a little bit more, so let me make sure that I hit this pass to feet to her on that, or let me make sure that I get it to the air for her for that. So I think he's just kind of allowed all of the parts of Man City to just be who they are as footballers, and it's been really, really rewarding to see.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite things you've seen from the team this year?
I think Viv's development as a 10 has been like really has really stood out for me. I also think getting Kirsten Kasperai more involved in the attack
Yeah.
has been amazing. Like, I don't think I know that she is in the running for WSL Player of the Season, and she probably will not win it. Um, and I understand how awards work. And usually like defender awards need statistics, and she's like second in the league in assists. So if she were to be named defender of the year, it would not necessarily surprise me. So you know how like in every Olympic 100-meter final, there's that one Dutch white woman, and you're like, she's here? Are we for real? And then she'll like place fourth. Like I feel like
Right.
that like Kirsten Kasperai has that kind of speed. And like not that she would ever make the jump. It would be really interesting to see her play in NWSL, because
Mhm.
I think she would be more suited to it than a lot of other WSL defenders. Now might they have to kick her into center back? Possibly. Um, but I do think that she would be able to handle the speed of this league, because she's able to like get up and down the right flank almost at will, and like you never necessarily worry about when she's starting. You don't worry about a team's left winger, because you know she has that player on lock, which has really been fascinating. And I think um, this is really just, but all of that aside, like this has just really been the season of Bunny. Like, um, this is going to be like the third consecutive year that she's won the Golden Boot. But this has also been the first year that she hasn't missed like a bunch of games in season. Like she's been available for all 21 of the past 21 league games, which has been, I've always said that Bunny's style of play, like Bunny's not injury prone, but her style of play leads her to be injured. And that's like not a
Right.
knock on Bunny at all, but like that's something I'm sure that Therese Scourgeon told her agents when she said that, no, we're not going to give you 5 years on this contract, but you can have this 3-year contract for the same money, which, whatever, I don't. Uh, Everyone who is watching this, listening to this, just because a women's football player is going to be over 30, that does not mean that she has fallen off of the cliff. Like it doesn't. They like women's footballers are not NFL cornerbacks. Like they do have lives on the other side of 30. And the way that she plays the game, like she's always going to be big. Like she is always going
Yeah.
to be bigger than all of her other like with the exception of her playing against Wendy Renard, who we know is probably like about to hang it up. She's not um she's not going to be smaller than any defender that she comes against. So she's going to be able to use that size, and she's still going to be stronger than them, because she's just built physically bigger than them. So that
Yeah.
like her game is not going to have the fall off that um, as she ages that a lot of people are predicting. And I guess those are the Man City. Oh, stress,
She's just
Kathleen.
so much fun to watch too. I was like devastated when she got injured last year.
I was too. I was also very disappointed with Man City fans because I think Tarek made the point online, or the point on our last episode when he was talking about one of the men's players taking racist abuse. The in the stadium, okay, that might be other fans, but online, like for the other team, their fans, like they've moved on. They're victorious. They love it. Like they've moved on. They're Bill Belichick onto Cleveland or onto Cincinnati, whatever. It's the city fans that are the ones that are in the comments when she ended up getting hurt and then taking that online racist abuse, it was just. And I think it was during U.S. Black History Month. I think that was like.
I think you're right.
Which it was just like, what is happening? I understand that we have the 47th president being who he is, but this is not. No, we are not allowing
That's why
this.
we're doing the global game.
Correct.
Excuse me.
Oh, well, that's another conversation for another day.
Always.
Mr. Infantino, we're watching.
Are you watching boys soccer? Are you excited for the summer?
Who?
Oh, yeah, okay, me neither.
Who? Listen. I was going to leave CPKC Stadium, and the business media relations person said to me, who knows I'm a City fan, he said, "Go Gunners." Now, I could have reacted with, "VAR's a joke. You're being gifted this. Do you know how many times that you have a 1-0 score line and City has a 3-0 score line? 7 for y'all, 8 for City." But you know how I responded? I said, "You know what? I didn't even know that men played football. I didn't know. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm still in basking in the afterglow of that glorious FA Cup semifinal at Stamford Bridge, in which City came down from 2 goals and scored in the 86th minute and in stoppage time to send it to extra time. And then Bunny, first of all, that first Bunny goal, she's falling down and still beats Hannah Hampton. And also Sonia, Sonia, I get why them Chelsea people want to string you up, because not only did you take Sam Kerr off, but you also took Khadijah Buchanan off. You had a North Jamaican woman against a Jamaican woman, and then you said, "Oh no, we don't need North Jamaica anymore." North Jamaica being Canada. We know that, right? Yes, North Jamaica. And you thought that was gonna work? How many times have we seen Colombia in an elimination match, whether it be in the Olympics or in the Copa America final, and okay, Colombia is winning, we're going to take off Myra Ramirez. We're good. We don't need to score any goals. And then the other team equalizes. And it's over. Because Lacey Santos did hit a banger in the Copa America final to send it to penalty kicks. But why? Why are you doing that? That's not very smart. I get that these are players who have sustained injuries. You want to be careful with them. Yeah. This is also an elimination game. And I'm sorry. Oh, I guess yes, Chelsea does already have a piece of hardware so maybe they're not that pressed about it. But to me, if I were Chelsea, if I knew that I were not going to win the league, the standard would be getting both of the domestic trophies. And that would be the only way that I would feel secure based off of the success that Chelsea football club women have had over the past 7 seasons, continuously winning the WSL. with
Yeah.
very little, competition.
How are you feeling about Champions League?
Okay.
Women's.
The final?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm glad that you asked me
Or
this.
leftover playoff thoughts.
I'm
That's fine too.
I'm glad that you asked me this today because I think L'Equipe just came out and said that Katidu Diani tore her LCL. So she will not be available for the final.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was looking forward to her dancing on Onya Batier's face personally.
Yeah.
I it's such a juicy final too, just like because that Jonathan Heraldez like used to coach at Barca, so he knows all those players. All those players know him. Current Barca coach knows him. So like, and he knows all of the things that they want to do, and he knows all of the things
Right.
that he wants to do. And I do wonder how that plays out. I mean, obviously he's going to be without Diani, like he's going to be a little bit hamstrung. I wonder if he kind of throws some junk at them, like just to like throw them off and like, okay, okay, you know what? Hell, we got it. We're gonna start Ada Hegerberg and Marie Antoinette Katoto together, and we're just gonna give you a look that you haven't seen all season. And but the thing
That
about
would be beautiful chaos.
oh, it would be great because I don't think that Barca would know how to handle that, and I think that
No.
because I don't think that they would know like they want to possess the ball, and like if you try and press them, they think that they're going to be able to pass their way out of that. But if you come up with a press that they're not prepared for, I think that like you can shock them. And I really do think that Arsenal match is still in their head from last season because like they had all of those chances and still couldn't score. And I think if they go down a goal, even if it's early, if they don't score within 5 minutes of that goal, they might be in trouble. Like unless Lyon just hands them the match.
Right.
For me personally, I'm hoping that this match goes 120 minutes because I want to see all of that. Right? Who doesn't? Yeah, I do. I want to see it.
How many Bluey episodes is that?
Ooh, hold on. Let me think about that. 12,
it's one of my
20.
favorite.
It's 20. 20 Bluey episodes.
One of my favorite ongoing bits of yours.
Okay, so I really do have to give credit where it's due. That was not my idea. That was from Rallycap or rallycap.bsky, whatever the Blue Sky social at is. And I want to personally thank him for like not like calling me out publicly, like, but I wanted to be the one to say like, I know that that's not mine. I'm just using someone else's stuff. Like, because that would not be, that would go against my ethos as a person. So, yeah, I have to give credit where it's due.
That's one of my favorite things still though.
It's great.
Them for their contributions.
It's great. Oh, thank you so much. I use it. Clearly I use it several times. Also shout outs to Sickos FC on Blue Sky, who is like just so thoroughly entertained by the bit.
Obviously we went into Kansas City Current a little bit. What else has your attention in NWSL this season before we go?
Barbara Banda is coming for hers.
Yep.
Be ready. If you are not ready, you need to get ready. I think I don't know if you saw this on Sophia Wilson's goal, but the funniest moment of to me the NWSL season was Sophia Wilson running past Aaron Wright, and Aaron Wright knowing that she was beat, and she was just saying, "Help! Help!" You can see her face. Like
It's so good.
that was funny to me. Um, I I'm really interested to see what Boston does in the summer because I think
Yeah.
that I feel like they need to bring in some more league veterans because I feel like
Yes.
they're although can we talk about Cara Bali for just a moment because I love her.
Yes.
I love her so much because she is going to give you something extraordinary once a
Uh-huh.
match. And it could be extraordinarily good or it can be extraordinarily bad. Like, and there's absolutely no in between. And I love it. I this is the type of chaos that this league deserves. And we should lean into that more. Um, let's see. Also, we all knew that Angel City was not for real, right? We knew that that whole start was a mirage, and like things were gonna go back to normal, and they're gonna figure out a way to in the last 3 weeks be in ninth and like be have a chance to go to eighth and not make it or maybe make it, but then get bounced immediately against the one seed. Um, also, I do want to like let all the NWSL fans know we will not have a league points record set this season. Um,
No.
it will not happen. I don't care that there are four more matches to play. No, it is not happening. It is absolutely not happening. I think that the teams at the top are too close, and I think that this is too much of a chaos league. Now, if you're going to ask me if I think that Kansas City Current can get to the top of the league, I'm going to tell you, have you consulted Jesse Marsh?
It's
And
a good one. I was gonna say, and I don't know what Utah is doing. That's a confusing situation for me.
I feel like in so many ways, KK Ream
Uh-huh.
might be their most dynamic player, and her getting injured obviously threw a wrench into what Jimmy Coonrantz wants to do. But why do you think that you can continuously play out of the back in this league? Like,
Right.
what? Um, Also, I don't know what Laura Harvey is doing anymore, but like I cannot watch any more Seattle Rain matches. I won't. I mean, I will, but like
Right.
it, oh, I really thought that they had choked the life out of that game last night. Like,
Yeah.
and when I say choke the life out of, like it it might be a little bit unfair because I do feel like they're like I love Sam Mezas. She is a like she's my type of six, basically. Like she wants to get stuck in, and she's not gonna get up into the attack, but she's not gonna get beat. And like when she tackles you, you're gonna feel it. And that CONCACAF Common Bowl matchup between her and Lacey Santos, that was box office midfielding for 90 minutes. Like, and I really did appreciate that. I just think that their attack is not. They miss Lynn bad. Um, and uh, I, 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 I want to see the me official of T Grace again. I don't think that we haven't seen that since she left that club, and that's been 3 years ago. I get that she's had an injury that and ACLs are difficult to deal with. Um, I'm not seeing it. It's not great.
Well, I guess she's not seeing it either.
Clearly not. Like I just
Does not approve.
no, no.
Any more final thoughts for us, Tom, before I let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening? Soccer or otherwise, I guess.
U.S. Women's National Team fans, do not be duped by this 3-match window that you had with Japan, in which you won 2 matches and lost 1. That is still the Asian Continental Champions. You saw their A squad once. And you saw them after they fired their coach. So if you go down to Brazil and you see them in a quarterfinal or a semifinal, I guarantee you Emma Hayes is not going to take that lightly. So I'm telling you, as fans, you should not take them lightly. Also, another team under that category, Nigeria. If you see them in the group, do not expect that just means 3 points for you.
Right.
Like, no. Because I think what people don't realize is that they have the type of goalkeeper that she probably has the highest ceiling of any goalkeeper playing professionally in Europe.
Totally agree.
So those are 2 squads next summer that you need to be when the World Cup is going to be played next summer, right? World Cup next summer,
yes.
2027, Brazil. Perfect.
You are just the best, Thom.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had a great time.
Good. I had a great time too. I hope our listeners did. I know I've been teasing this for a while, that I would get somebody to talk some European soccer with us. And obviously we stuck some NWSL in there too for the home team fans.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again. Have an incredible night. I will include all of your info in our write-ups so that people can find you.
Appreciate it.
Please go and follow Thom, follow his whole crew, buy one of these sweet kits, support their work any way you can. They are just a phenomenal group of people and journalists. And we will see you soon.
Bye, everyone.